another reaction from, and I made a mistake in the last video. The last single that we listened to was by Tommy Fogerty and the Blue Velvets, and that was the last single by Tommy Fogerty and the Blue Velvets. This one is the only single by Tommy Fogerty and the Blue Violets. I think it's very possible that the name was changed because of like a copyright thing with Blue Velvet. You know, she wore blue velvet. And yes, we will be getting to that movie eventually. But yeah, Tommy Fogerty and the Blue Violets. Only single, Now You're Not Mine. Released in, I believe, June 1962. I was right. June 1962. The A-side was written by Johnny Fogerty, and the B-side was written by Tom. Now, I don't know why he's credited as Tom, not Tommy. That really irks my bits. We don't have lyrics for this one because I can't find a single lyric page, so we're just going to have to think really hard about it. Okay, Tommy Fogerty and the Blue Violets, Now You're Not Mine. Is this the first like harmony that we're hearing? It's almost got like a disco beat in it. This is probably the least interesting one so far. It's probably one of the more extremely full instrumentals that I've heard. They did that in another song! I thought it was cool in the other one, but this one I think, nah. Yes, I've got the sniffles, but you know, I'm not redoing this video, because that is not a proper first reaction. But yeah, that one didn't grab my attention, really, in the slightest. Even though it was written by John E. Fogerty himself. Why am I sneezing? Is it this jacket? Is it this fucking trench coat? You know, a typical 1-4-5 chord progression. That's also the problem with knowing music theory. You talk about shit like that instead of just feeling the music. You notice things that kind of drag you outside of the music listening experience. That was dull. The vocal melodies I didn't find that interesting. The bass... The drums are the best part. Again, the most full instrumental so far, you know, with the hand claps and the piano and all the instrumentation, but I just didn't think it really added up to anything. The title's kind of interesting, Now You're Not Mine. I didn't know what the lyrics were. Maybe it was a more cynical approach to a love song. But, yeah, other than that, not that interesting. Plus, they reused the outro for, I forget what song it was. Benita? No. I don't remember. But, yeah. Not my cup of tea. Again, I like the style, it's just I don't think it was a very well done version of that style. So far, I like Tommy Fogerty and the Blue Velvets. I don't really like Tommy Fogerty and the Blue Violets. Absolute rip-off band. Anywho, we're going to the B-side, written by Tom. And I am interested in this because I am fascinated with what he writes. Because there's one song on their debut album that he co-wrote, which I think is just an absolutely fantastic song. Anywho, Now You're Not Mine. I mean, Yes You Did. This song's called Yes You Did.
Oh, well, you told me that you love me and you placed no one above me. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. Oh, well, you told me that you love me and you placed no one above me. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. Now I sit here crying because you told me that you love me and you placed no one above me. Yes, you did. Told me that you love me and you said you never leave me. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. Yes, you did.
I loved that whole. Well, I
Yes, you
didn't love.
did.
I appreciated that whole instrumental bit in the middle. They bombed hard on this fucking single release. It was like a C minus. Whereas the other ones, they had this quality about them. This one I just thought was completely lacking. I'm not sure if it's just because of the way that my allergies are going right now. If I may just not be in the mood. But that was bad. Well played, but bad writing, uninteresting things. At least with I think it was Oh My Love when the chord changed from a major to a minor. That's interesting. Stuff like that. It keeps my attention, but this the only thing that kind of keeps me intrigued in it is the fact that it's before the Beatles, which I think is absolutely wonderful. And then they started getting famous like in the final years of the Beatles' life. It's just wow. Nothing to say. His vocals on that were, I think, pretty appalling. The kind of Buddy Holly influence, it just, yeah, it irks me. Shame on you, Tommy Fogerty and the Blue Violets. Maybe it was the name change as well. I wonder why they changed their name. Next time, we have Don't Tell Me No Lies by the Gollywogs, which I think is a dreadful name. That was 2 years after this. I'm kind of just really itching to get towards Credence's actual work. Anywho, I'll see you later. Maybe I'll film another one of these. I want to get to Teatro Sin Fin. I want to do another movie reaction too. So yeah. Fuck off.